I refused to honor my stepmom at my graduation speech, and my dad completely lost it on me. So here's some background. My mom died from cancer when I was 7, and it absolutely destroyed me. I watched her waste away for 2 years, and by the end, I was actually scared of her because she looked so different. Then I felt guilty for being scared of my own mom. My dad remarried when I was 10 to this woman named Kelly. She was nice enough, but I never really bonded with her like a mom, more like a friendly adult who lived in our house. They had 2 kids together, so I have half-siblings who are way younger than me. 3 years ago, Kelly got diagnosed with ALS. She died back in January, and my dad was completely wrecked, way worse than when my mom died. My little siblings were devastated too, since she was the only mom they really knew. But honestly, I wasn't that torn up about it. I felt bad for my dad and the kids, but Kelly and I just weren't close. I tried to be supportive, but I didn't have my own grief like everyone else did. When graduation came around in June, my dad seemed excited about it, like it gave him something to look forward to. I gave this speech where I thanked my family and talked about how my mom would have been proud of me, how I wished she could be there to see me graduate. My dad's face just went cold when I mentioned my mom, but didn't say anything about Kelly. But he didn't say anything that day, just got really quiet and distant afterward. For months, he basically avoided me. If I walked into a room, he'd find an excuse to leave. Family members noticed, but he'd deny it. It was getting really awkward. Then Thanksgiving happened. The whole family was there, and my dad was on edge all day. He kept moving away whenever I tried to talk to him, but he'd act normal around everyone else. Finally, he just exploded. Started yelling about how I was perfectly fine with Kelly's death, how it didn't affect me at all. Then he goes, "You disrespected me, your siblings, and her by not honoring Kelly at graduation." He's screaming about how Kelly was in my life for 8 years, how she stepped up to be my mom when I didn't have one, how I found time to mention my real mom but couldn't say one word about the woman who raised me. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. "I fucking hate you for what you did. It was disgusting behavior and I wanted to beat the shit out of you." My uncles tried to calm him down, but he kept going. Called me a disrespectful brat, said I was a monster, actually called me a demon 3 different times. I finally snapped back and told him he had no right to decide who I honor at my own graduation, that I wasn't close to Kelly when she was alive, so why would I pretend to grieve her now? That made him even madder. He started yelling that I was supposed to realize how important she was after she died, that she loved me and we were family. He goes, "If you had to honor your mom, you needed to honor both moms or honor the most recent loss." Then he said, "You didn't even cry when Kelly died, but when your mom died, I thought you'd never stop." I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Because mom was my mom. I loved her, and losing her killed me. Kelly wasn't my mom, and I'm not going to fake grief I don't feel." I grabbed my jacket and walked out while he was still screaming at me. Now he's been texting me nonstop, giving me grief for walking away and not being understanding of his grieving process. But I'm done pretending Kelly meant more to me than she did.